everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey Now. I am creating this kind of on the fly because I have a vibe. Make a new podcast. So here we go. I might even release it today, and today is Sunday, July 20th. Uh, so, this is a healing podcast. My guides don't allow me right now on this podcast to do anything with politics, so I don't. If you'd like political predictions with enlightened healers, go to Revealing Light, Tarot, Astrology, and Spirituality with Marianne, as well as you can go to Susan Lynn, Lynn, Spirit Navigator politics. They will give you political. I will give you, they'll also give you spiritual, but I will give you spiritual and much else also. So, our affirmation for today, sorry, my hair is going to be finally trimmed tomorrow. Oh, by the wonderful Brenda here in Costa Rica. Anyway, I cut the top. Anyway, so our affirmation for today is I am part of everything, and everything is part of me. I am part of everything, and everything is part of me. Allow that and embrace it. And if you say, well, what if it's negative? What if it didn't finish? Is that you? Have you finished everything? Is some part of you something you can construe as negative? Most likely, yes. Embrace everything. Everything. Because it is part of who you are. It's part of who I am. Okay? I do these podcasts on my office, which literally at this moment, surprise, surprise, I'm surprised I'm going to say this, is sitting on my bed. And because that's what I use as an office. The other areas where I eat, where I hang out, where I paint. So this is the best that I've got right now, and I'm grateful because it's comfortable. And this is water, so I'm drinking some. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated. I definitely recommend Condom Water. I am a distributor. GoddessHeartWater.com. Get in touch with me and I will help you get your own machine. Anyway, this is the time for any of us who choose to evolve to do it. This is it. Some people call this the reset time, some call it the bottleneck. Call it whatever you want. But if you're sitting around and just being miserable, don't. You can be miserable for a moment because there's time we don't feel right, there's time we're angry, there's times we're upset. There can be times when one is nervous or afraid. Yes, acknowledge that. What not to do, what to avoid doing, is to sit in it and empower it. There is so much possibility for growth. There is so much being discovered. If you, by men, by women, by non binary, by black folks, by brown folks, by beige folks, by native folks, by Asian folks, by white folks. Our affirmation and our theme for today is I am an aspect, part of everything, and everything is a part of me. So, we can see that according to mainstream delineations, I am a woman and I am white. Am I a typical white woman? Not even close. Not even remotely. Do I want to be? Oh, heck no. I never have. Because it's not what I am. Am I part of a regular religion? I was born into one. Is that what I am? No. It never fit me, whatever's the past tense. Nor do I fit it. Do I choose to? No. I really don't. Some people call that an outsider. Do I want to be an outsider? No, I want to be me and allow my community to be with me. And who's my community? You might be. Anyone who chooses to explore who, she, they, them, it, whatever might be. And I'm not a fan of calling a human a they, because that to me is still two people. But if that's what you want, I feel, and I've said this in other podcasts, we need new language for people that are transgender or whatever language is now being used, because the they is very confusing in language. So I'm not a fan. If you want it, you got it. Will I use it? If that's what you choose, I will. Am I a fan of it? Not particularly. No, I'm not. And do I have to be? No, I do not. So that's the affirmation. Now let me show you a couple of really gorgeous frequency stones, because everybody benefits from raising their frequency. And one of the ways to raise frequency is to be surrounded by beauty, to use the language of beauty, to have beautiful things, artifacts near you, to be in nature. I live in Costa Rica now. It is easy to be in nature. So I'm in nature every day, unless it's pouring tremendously and I don't go out if it's a mega flood, because I don't want to get drenched. A little rain, no big deal. Mega rain, no. So make it your business, your life, your salvation to be out in the world and breathe clean air. Clean air. Go wherever you can to get it. I was talking with a dear friend of mine, another brilliant woman, the amazing Yara Prezzo. Um, what does she call herself? The awakened woman, something like that. I will get it back. About why are so many people getting cancer right now? So many. And to me and to her, part of it is environmental. Part of it is the food you're eating. Part of it is how you deal with your feelings. Do you deal with your feelings? Part of it is holding on to old garbage. And do most people hold on to old garbage? Yes, many do. I don't want to say most, but many do. Why? In my opinion, this is not going to sound pretty, lazy. Lazy. Many people, or enough people, choose to refrain from doing the healing energy internal work to make peace with whatever they find inside themselves. Many people would rather make an excuse, deny, avoid, take a pill, eat too much food. I have sometimes done that. Um, and fool themselves. Not a good idea. It's not going to get you anywhere forward. And to deal with one's own emotions and feelings, they're yours. They may be common to any and all of us, but if you don't deal with who you are, don't leave it for me to do, because I will tell you up front, I don't want to deal with your stuff. I will help you if you're one of my clients, but I don't want to deal with your garbage. You deal with it. And yes, I said that. I don't want to go to your house and sweep. I don't want to go to your house and empty the garbage. I don't want to recycle your whatever. You do it. And if your community doesn't have it, get together with whomever is in your community, get up off your butt and find the way to do it. And I say this as a senior that has to do it. And for all the young people, I don't care if you're Gen Alpha, Gen X, Gen Z, Gen Q, Gen whatever the F, you also have responsibility for who you are. And if you're still a kid, pay attention. At a certain point in time, you're going to be a young adult. And at that point, if not before, you will be needing to take responsibility for who you are, whatever your parents did or did not do, whatever your grandparents, and I am a grandmama, did or did not do, whatever the great grands did, and whatever whoever did or did not do in whatever country. So don't use the excuse, I can't do anything. I can't even tell you how tired of that I am. Because the least you can do is breathe in white light to the linings of all your cells, all your souls, all your cells. Hold it for a moment and then gently release. Do that 4 times. Then breathe in golden energy into the nucleus of all your cells. Hold and gently release. Do that 4 times. You will have changed your energetic makeup. Do it every day. Don't do it once and go, oh, I'm done. No, you're not. It's like if you breathe once, are you finished? No. If you eat one meal a day, are you done for the month? No. And if you're not eating properly, you are for sure not done for the month. And if you think you're going to starve yourself, I've done that in the past. Oh, I'll only eat this much. No. Eat holistically. I am mostly raw vegan. I do like that. I now eat 1 egg a day because my nutritionist, no, he's herbalist. My herbalist, who's also a medical doctor, told me 1 a day. At the time, I wasn't able to get hold of the nuts I usually use for protein, and I was out of my Yum chocolate protein powder, which is raw, vegan, the best I was able to find. So I started eating an egg. They're organic and didn't have, like, whatever you call it, babies in it. And I got used to that. I could stop, but at the moment it's agreeing with me. I am not, he told me eat 4 ounces of meat or fish a month. No, I'm not doing that. No animals, thank you, no. And if you are eating animals, give thanks for them, bless them, eat them. Do I think people will be eating animals in future? No, I don't. Because in my opinion, it's an opinion, they are not as good for you as organic, holistic, vegan food. Do most people want to go through what it takes to prepare it? Most people? No. So let's get back to, okay, let me show you these gorgeous things. This is one frequency stone. This is the other side. You can have these for your own. They will shift your vibration. They will up. This one's heavier. Okay, so this is another one. These do up level your vibration. For me, they're heavy. I mean, I could lift them. Clearly, I am lifting them, but they're still a little bit heavy. I have small ones. I have little ones. And when you have them in your home, they shift the frequency, the energy in your home. You have them near you, they help you get more centered and more grounded. Do we need that? Yes. They are real rocks, part of the earth. They are painted with acrylic paint, which I know has plastic, so I've kind of stopped painting them for the moment. And they have crystals. If you want them, send me an email, audryenow@gmail.com. audryenow@gmail.com. And let me know. You will pay for the shipping and you will get a fair price. Are they giveaway? No, they are not. Do they change your life? They can. They can. So let us talk about this whole thing that I am part of everything. So are you, by the way. I'm not the only one. It is time on this planet for people of all colorations, backgrounds, nationalities to be part of all the decision making processes. I am big time into stuff happening like in space. All of this, I don't know all of them, okay, but I am into knowing this. The discoveries being made in physics under the pyramids, I just saw a very amazing podcast with Billy Carson, and I didn't get the name of the other gentleman, about what's going on underneath them, which is humongous, huge. Whether it really is the halls of Amenti, they might be, and other stuff. None of this, in my opinion, none were built 5,000 years ago. None. He said about 40,000 years ago. I could agree with that. We are only the latest rendition of humans on the earth. Are we the smartest? I don't think so. Our technology today does not know how to create what was done 20,000 years ago. Could anyone here now build Gobekli Tepe? No. Why did it get covered over? That's in Turkey, by the way, by the people who made it. They were protecting it. They knew that there were going to be cataclysms happening on the earth, and there will be, and there still are, various cataclysms, some of it fostered by human behavior. So don't think, oh my God, nor go and hide. Start taking actions in your life to create a sustainable planet. Get up from behind the desk, underneath, hiding. When I was a kid, we used to go like this and go under the desk as though that's going to stop some kind of an attack. Really, the desk? Um, okay. I mean, I know it's ridiculous and all of that, but you couldn't say that if you're in third grade. You could think it, but it was like, shh, go down there. Are most adults truly smart and brilliant and living their full lives as they want to? You look around. You tell me. Are you living your full life the way you really would like to on the highest, best level? And if you are, definitely let me know. What are some of your secrets? I will give you tips. One, love yourself. Love yourself with all your flaws, faults, what now? See this hair? I like it prettier. It's sticking out every which way. Still love myself. Take care of yourself. Self care does not have to mean spending a fortune buying the fanciest clothes, going to the fanciest gym, going to the fanciest places. Doesn't have to be that. Does involve doing energy work. It does involve some kind of exercise. That's a given. It does involve eating healthful food. Is that all the stuff in packages? No, it's not. It's not. It involves some nutritional supplements. It involves dealing with your emotions in a positive way. It involves knowing how to deal with anger and frustration and finding the ways to release in a positive way anger. When my daughter was a baby, I thought I'd better come up with something because I could have a temper. And I'm aware of that, and I didn't want to scare her. And so I did one, two, three, roar. And we actually did that. So I'll teach that right now. So if you have anger, and there's another person with whom you have this anger, this is a fun thing, okay? You can both choose to do one, two, three, roar. First, do the protective prayer. It's on my website, Audrye Now, AudryeNow.com. And once again, the protective prayer is and you can print it out, it's free, is you telling the universe, the multiverse, the all this, the all this, the all this, all that, everything connected, that anything you may say, whatever it looks like, sounds like, or feels like, is to be taken into the universe as light and love. Anyone you may mention in any way whatsoever, including your own self, whether you say it verbally, mentally, with your heart, happily, sadly, angrily, is to be protected in light and love, and whatever else might be higher, whatever that might be. any places, spaces, vibrations, whatever made available within you as a result of this is to be filled with light and love. Anything that might be higher than that you may not have language for, or mine that may not have language for, is to be filled with light and love. Then you can do the process because you've done the protection. So, and you both have to agree to do this. You both have to do the protective prayer because you don't want to really be hurting yourself or one another. That is a given. This is done to create peace and neutrality. So, 1, 2, 3, roar. You're both lions. You can be cubs. You start 1, 2, 3, roar. 1, 2, 3, roar. 1, 2, 3, roar. And you keep going till you're actually roaring, which I'm not going to do here. I'll do one little one. 1, 2, 3, roar! And you keep going, and at a certain point, you will discover that you start laughing. This roaring business, you start laughing. And at that point, you breathe in peace. You allow your body to open to peace. You breathe in again, shiny white light into every aspect of who you are. You inhale, hold, exhale, keeping the exhale a little longer than the inhale. You're aligning your heart and mind for heart math alignment. And then after you do that and you're both laughing after the roaring, you sit down and you acknowledge, now let's talk about the issue. You do not do it when you're angry and hissing and because you're not going to come up with anything. It'll just and that goes nowhere. That just creates more dissension. Would heads of countries benefit from this? Yeah, they would. Would heads of organizations? Everyone. Members of families. I did it with my daughter when she was young. It's different now. She's an adult with her own family and all that, and they do what they do. I do what I do. We do some of it together. You have to give people space to be who they are. They give you space. It's not about controlling anyone else. And anyone who feels, but I'm helping them. Your help may not help. So back to being all people in all areas and all businesses. When I read about how much space junk is out there, and some of it is now falling back to the earth, part of me laughs. All right, I do have sometimes an ironic sense of humor. If you haven't figured that out, let me assure you it's true. That many of the people that have been in charge, and I am going to say this, are white men. Now, in the past, how many white men cleaned up the house? How many cleaned the bathroom? How many cleaned the kitchen? Not many. How many black men, beige, any of them in their homes were responsible for sweeping the floor and cleaning up all the little, what my mom and dad would call schmutz, all the little garbagey whatnot? Usually it was left to the woman. And yet, in these big companies that throw whatnot into the sky, we would never have been allowed to do that. It would have been clean that SH up. Don't leave that. So we need men, first of all, in real life to really be cleaning stuff up. And I know men who do. It's not that I don't. And I know white men who do, and black men, and other men. But on the whole, still, it's the women. I know of women from certain cultures that vote for who their male partner says to vote for. Very few men go, oh, my female partner said I should vote for this one. Of course I'm going to follow her. No. No. When I was campaigning for a certain political person, And at the time, I was on buses and stuff like that. And there were men who said to me, literally to me, a female, vote for a woman for president? No. Listen to a woman tell me what to do? No. So they voted for, in my personal opinion, I have to clean this up. This is a healing show. They voted for somebody who's, I have to see what I'm allowed to say here because I've got language. But there are things that I'm not, and the guides will let, nyeh, nyeh. Let's just say they voted for somebody completely inappropriate who is, am I allowed to say that? Who is mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically unhealthy, sick. And that's what they voted for. And they wanted their women to vote for that too. Is that smart? No. Dumb, 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 dumb. I have an expression, I'm sharing it, so if I ever say it, you'll know what I mean. DNS, dumb and stupid. Is that pretty? And that's what they did. And that's how some households, governments, companies are run. Does it make sense? No, it does not. I said to someone I loved once, when that person was working at a certain company in a fairly high end position and had worked extremely hard, and this person is extremely smart and is extremely responsible. And after all this work, which other people in her position in the company had also done their version of, the head of the company said to them, as far as she explained it to me, drop that, go to the other one's position where you know nothing about the particular product or line of inquiry and start over. I thought this was extremely DNS. I thought the person was extremely autocratic, and in my opinion, yes, sociopathic acting. I absolutely thought that. And did I say so to this person? Yeah, I did. And they said to me, that person is a billionaire, you're not. So they equated how much money they had to how smart they were. Do I think that makes sense? No, not really. No. Would I like a better financial flow? I am creating a better financial flow. Yes, I choose that. I intend that. I am taking steps for that. You also do that. I am open and available for that. Am I going to do it in a DNS way? No, no. Am I going to do it in a way that hurts people? No. Or that hurts the planet? Oh, H no. That's not going to happen. So, you, I for sure am a part of everything and I know it. Everything is a part of me because we're all connected through time, place, space, and whatever. I choose to evolve in the best way possible, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, healthfully, on all these levels. You also. And does that mean that I have to sacrifice who I am for a lower possibility? No, no, nor do you. Whatever your circumstance and situation is, you do not have to do that, nor do I recommend that you do. So, whatever you might be doing, and I know in this society in which we live, I'm not saying forever, now, and this is the year 2025, this is July 20th, 2025, when I'm speaking this, it's still required. So make sure, however you're creating it in some kind of positive way, keep that going. And if there's something else you'd like to get involved with, bit by bit, study, Take actions. Think of it. Draw diagrams. Speak with it to people who will be approving of it, who will help you, not someone who go, "What are you, nuts?" Don't talk to them at all. When I wanted to be a writer when I was younger, what was I? You'll never make any money. I have 4 books. Now it's time for all that money to come in, and I'm releasing that old conditioning because that person who said it to me was stuck in an old paradigm. And so, yeet, 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 to the universe, so the light and the energy and the possibility comes in. My books, okay, I heard them say I should give my book names. First one is called it's the Mother's Book. The Mother's Manual, a spiritual and practical guide to child rearing and motherhood. The second one is Vim Vigor Vitality Vegan with Enagic Congo water specialties. The third one is What If You Are and Life is Miraculous. It's an ABC affirmation art coloring book. And the first run, we did it on 100% post-consumer recycled paper. And the fourth book is called Raising Race Consciousness, Healing Racism, Sexism, and Other Isms. They are all online, and you get a free sampler of each book without having to buy the book. Because I feel like you want to know what's in it? Here, get a taste. And then you can order the book. Audrye Now, AudryeNow.com. If there's any issue with ordering the book, I will speak with my web guy, and I'm open to new teams right now, and let me know. So I'm keeping these podcasts shorter so you can watch it in one clip. So thank you to everybody here. Please, if this has helped you, intrigued you, given you new ideas, press like, push it again so you get love, and it's with the red background and the heart. Or like is also fine. I love hearts. Whichever you choose, and definitely subscribe. Why? Because it's time for this podcast to grow. It's time for finances to be coming in. It's time for me to have a bigger team, and it's time for me to get this information out into the world. And it's time for me to be able to have guests, and for that I really do require those who are excellent at technology. I am so, and getting better, and that is required. So thank you. May you have a positive, blessed, interesting, exciting, harmonious day and life. Bye. Oh, and you can reach me, Audrye Now, AudryeNow.com, AudryeNow@gmail. And I'm being told I can give my phone number, 917-494-0628. And to find these videos, youtube.com/the moving forward now 22. Bless you. Thank you.